Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Truth Hurts. I'm Andrew the Love Doctor, and I specialize in catching people creeping, lying, and cheating in relationships. Today I'm going to be discussing red flag number 339. My book, once again. Here we go again, this time with the narcissist. A subscriber, Harris Kreloff, asked me about my book on my last video. This book is well worth the pain, anguish, and suffering it took to written it because it helps others. Unlike other traditional books on narcissism, this book is based on personal experience and not fabricated hypothesis by therapists. This book is based on individuals' opinions, feelings, and emotions. Not just the authors, but various opinions of individuals providing their opinions and experiences. These are the opinions of those that actually read this book. 1. He shines light on how deceptive these people can be and how they use charm and love bombing to hide their true nature. Andrew Benjamin gives concrete examples from his life's experiences with women who have narcissistic personality disorder to represent how deceptive and dangerous these types of individuals can be. He represents the various tactics narcissists use in his videos, such as idolization, abuse, and discard phase, that these types of personality disordered individuals put their partner through. He shines light on how deceptive these people can be and how they use their charm and love bombing to hide their true nature. This is an outstanding book I will highly recommend to anyone who is trying to learn more about narcissistic abuse and narcissistic personality disorder. 2. This book, once again, here we go again, has helped me so much to understand everything I have gone through. It's a must-read for anyone suffering from narcissistic abuse or even suspect they are being a victim in any way of manipulation. Too often we are led to believe that men are mostly the abusers, but you will see in this book, Lilith is like the devil from hell. This book is completely redefined my understanding of the term narcissism. Because it's all about behavior. Behavior is not gender specific. It is much more complex than I initially thought. It was also very interesting to see the effects of narcissism from a female perspective. It confirms my lay diagnosis of NPD in my ex. I suffered through this cycle countless times. Mr. Benjamin, the Love Doctor, described it very accurately. They are some sick and twisted pathological psychopaths. Such a pity that escape seems to be the only viable outcome. It's helpful to see narcissism applied to the cycle of abuse, as the traditional model never quite fit my own experience. In the end, you are warned extensively of the signs, red flags to be aware of. Trust me, that will help you avoid these demons. Thank you so much for such a wonderful, well-written perspective into your true living nightmare. 3. Riveting and insightful. Can't put this book down. The author, Andrew S. Benjamin, supplies you with an in-depth look into being in a relationship with a narcissistic love partner. He has deep insight as to how they will treat you, red flags to look out for, and what he has done about it. The author uses the color of vivid stories, helps the reader understand the world of a narcissist. This book is truly a page-turner. And you will not only not want to put the book down. I like how he explains the red flags and what to look out for, as he provides tools to assist you getting closure in your present situation. This is definitely a self-help book You will see yourself in his book. That is what makes it truth for the reader. Lilith will try to discredit him because that is her narcissistic nature. You will see it in her actions. Don't be fooled by her lies. I find great value in this book because the Love Doctor is telling his true story. And this is most intriguing. I highly recommend that you buy this book today. You'll be so happy that you did. 4. Definitely the best book ever. This is a very excellent book. I enjoyed reading every minute of it. Andrew is truly educated on the subject of narcissism. For one, he went through it in real life. 2, he researched about it. His book has taught me so much. I'm glad I found his YouTube channel dedicated to the subject of narcissism. With his videos and his books, it will definitely keep me from involving myself with a narcissist again. I have learned so much from reading such a few chapters. His red flags are definitely on point when it comes to reading, deciphering other people's BS. I feel more confident in myself again. I was researching for something that can help me, and Andrew's book and videos are what I found is what I've been searching for. Finally, someone that gets it. Thank you, Andrew Benjamin, for sharing your wisdom. 5. I love this book. How narcissism works is very difficult to explain to anyone that has not experienced the abuse firsthand. The author did an exceptional job. I have devoted almost 18 months of researching and studying the abuse cycle patterns. This book has red flag notations that brings clarity to the crazy. It explains gaslighting, the idolization, devalue, and the discard that is the hallmark of a narcissist. What I love most is the in-depth he goes into, explaining how, what, when, where, and why of a narcissist. When you are abused by a narcissist in your life is shattered. And most don't have any idea of what happened. Mr. Benjamin's approach is truthful. He shows you how empaths try, even while being abused, to still show mercy and believe in their narcissist's ability to be a better person. It validates your experiences and lets you know that it was not you. It was the narcissist. I look forward to purchasing and reading all of his other books. This should be a required reading for anyone that is trying to find answers after experiencing narcissistic abuse. 6. I loved this book. I got to read the whole book. And I got so into it that I was hungry for the next chapter. Every time he sent me a new chapter, I tried to read it slowly so it would last. But I couldn't stop reading. I learned so much. And I saw myself in this book, saying, I made that mistake. If you read this book, you will not be sorry. 7. A must read. If you have any questions about your relationship, whether you are married or dating, or you can't understand why you are seeing certain characteristics, is he or she cheating on you but can't prove it? Do you have any unanswered mental questions? Do you want to learn and understand what narcissist is? Read this book. I have truly enjoyed this book. With my busy schedule, I found myself angry because I had to put it down. Besides all the useful information, you will find yourself cracking up laughing in 1 minute and full of emotion in the next. It's truly worth the buy. I promise the Love Doctor is back and better than ever. 8. A great read. Mr. Benjamin did an excellent job transferring raw emotions into words. Having the experience of being in a narcissistic relationship, I appreciate his courage to expose his feeling of anger, pain, rejection, and craziness one goes through. Best of all coming from male perspective, which is rare. 9. I'm giving you my guarantee that the information within this book will not only help you with a narcissist, but will help you in any relationship you get in or are in. 10. What a silly woman Lilith was. Wow. This book is an excellent true story of what I have been following the author, Andrew Benjamin's documentary on his YouTube channel, The Truth Hurts. After reading the book and keeping up with the unfolding documentary of the author's experiences with his narcissistic ex-girlfriend, I am on the edge of my seat, just waiting to see how the author delivers more uncanny stories that reveals his experiences, healing process, and self-regulated closure with the narcissistic ex. Unbelievable. She must feel so foolish now. With a picture of a hand representing her hand, which was once held for marriage. To quote the author's cliche, you can't make this shit up. What a silly woman Lilith was. Wow. 11. Sheree. You will know. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to purchase and read this very intriguing, emotional, first-hand account of narcissistic abuse. I am a survivor, victim of this life-destroying happenstance. And I must say that your account of what took place in your situations is almost a replica of what occurred with me. I know that in relationships, it takes two to make it and one to break it. There are no words to describe the humiliation, both public and non-public, that you endured numerous times within the book. And it was downright unfathomable. Although you had your issue, vice, that you have struggled with for a number of years, this gives no one the right to take advantage of you. Especially if this was made apparent up front about your problem, and when it was not the vice that caused the breakdown of the engagement. This is often always the case with a narcissist. When they have been called out on their BS they've created, they want to direct negative attention away from themselves. Andrew, keep your head up. You are not perfect, nor are you trying to be. You have so much going for you right now. Your life is headed in a positive direction. As long as you stay focused and stop yielding towards your vice, you will sell many books, recreate another talk show, and obtain a degree. Maybe even win a Pulitzer someday. You're a great guy, and be thankful that your narcissist was exposed for what she is before you tied the knot. You were headed towards either a jail cell or a graveyard. You dodged a bullet, my brother, in more ways than one. It may not seem like it now, but you are truly fortunate. To Lilith. Some women just can't appreciate a good man. I'm not here to judge. Just stating facts. But by being narcissistic, you probably believed your actions were justifiable. If everything that was stated in this book is true, and I believe it is, you played yourself. This man truly adored you, and you just can't find this characteristic in men anymore. If you didn't want Andrew, didn't love Andrew, or never wanted to marry Andrew, why did you waste your own time? To bring someone to your hometown twice and mistreat them speaks volumes of who you are. Selfish and cruel is an understatement. Trying to use this man's vice as a means to cover up your cheating ways. You knew this man had a substance abuse problem long before the engagement. You should have never gotten involved if you weren't going to sincerely help him. But who could help? But who could you help? You had the same issue as Andrew. Once upon a time, you should have been more supportive and understanding. As a woman myself, you and I both know your situation. You should be thanking God every minute that a man would even have you. Less known, ask for your hand in marriage. I wouldn't even want to wash my hands with wash my clothes with yours in fear of cross-contamination. And trying to cheat on somebody, get the hell out of here. Andrew dodged a bullet with you. Seriously. I'm glad you did what you did. It only makes him a better person. And when the time comes for him to find a true wife, when he's ready, he will be very aware of what not to go for, and that's women such as yourself. I wish you no ill will, Lilith. I don't know you from Adam. I'm just glad that I am remarried to a decent man now, because if I was still single on the dating scene, I will be treated like dirt thanks to women like you. People like you make men bitter and broken and afraid of commitment. A good woman would never stand a chance. I hope everything you did to Andrew was worth it. And I will leave you with this. Every bad thing you do to people, don't worry. You will see it again. And for every bad word or lie you say about people, karma is listening too. To Judy. You had him and didn't know what to do with him. He truly loved you. You put everything and everyone before him. He gave up a lot for you. Sacrificed it all. If you would have been at least an 85% woman, Lilith would have never gotten him. Everyone knows that Andrew has problems, but he's a great guy. I have been around a lot of men in my life, men in Andrew's situation, and none that I know could ever hold a job, pay bills, raise kids, keep a place to stay, or even function on a day-to-day basis, from what I read. All he asked from you was to try to better your surroundings and make your children respect him. 2 things. And you couldn't accomplish neither one of them. And you cheated on top of that. You women really amaze me. And especially women who know they have a hard time finding someone. For example, those who have limited mirrors or items that show reflection, afraid of what they might see. And I'm being nice at that moment. Take a look at your life. How much has changed since Andrew left? Probably not a darn thing. And it won't. People usually go right back to where they were after a breakup, which is what they were in the beginning. Nothing. I don't know you. You don't know me. Women like you are one of the main reasons why men dog good women. He accepted you with a house filled with kids. No support from any of the baby daddies. And couldn't get no respect. What you end up with in the future is what you deserve. In conclusion, my review was written based on the information that was in the book and idolized totally on opinion. The author did a fantastic job on the organizational structure, details. In hindsight, I give this publication 2 thumbs up with 2 big toes up And I will look for more written material in the future. Great job, Andrew. You owe it to yourself to read this book, to learn the possibilities of what can happen when dating and how to avoid initial hurt you may be experienced from being vulnerable and gullible. The Truth Hurts.